I know it's been a while, but welcome to episode 6. Last time we unboxed a few parts, and today we're going to be talking about the PC from the last episode and building a few new ones. So let's get onto that. I asked the guy if he wanted to collect, and he said he changed his mind. The reason is because he wanted to buy from a retailer so he could get technical support if he needed it. Not much I can do about that, but at least I kept the deposit. Now, same PC, different buyer, started off pretty normal, asked me for a picture of the PC turning on. I sent them that, they then asked me if they could collect today, and what my lowest was. I told them that, and they were fine with it, so they got on their way, and they were a little bit late from a car crash, but eventually they arrived, and I sold it. Which meant I could buy some more parts. I had a friend who upgraded to a 4060, and this is a 1660 Ti. Perfect for the PC I'm planning on building soon. It's a little bit dusty, but I have this thing. And speaking of the other PC, I got me a case. But not just one case. I got me two cases, so let's look at them on the ground. These are both of our cases. They're both pretty cheap, but I've used this one a lot. This one I've never used, so I want to start with that one. And with that unboxed, let's take a look. Time for the reveal. We got it up on the desk and it's actually kind of heavy. As you can see in the front, we have 3 ARGB fans and another one in the back, and they also have infinity mirrors and a little halo, so it's a pretty good deal. And not only that, if we remove the back, we can see it even has a fan hub, and it's actually looking alright. All of its fans are ARGB and they seem to be SATA powered, and you can also control it from the reset switch, so if your motherboard doesn't have a header, no worries. Oh, and here's the PWM connector, so you can sync the speeds to your motherboard. I'm personally just gonna redo their cable management, but it could be worse. And the grand reveal of this case's price is £34.50. Wow. For now though, I'm just gonna put it back together and we'll take a look at the next case. I'll just skip to it being unboxed. So, as we know, the fans are mounted at the top when I want them on the side. So I'll deal with that off camera since I've already done that before. Got me a few packages, Amazon and eBay, so let's take a look at the Amazon one first. In here, CPU cooler, CPU cooler, CPU cooler. That's not for this. And we have these fans, they're pretty nice, pretty cheap as well, and all the same OEM CPU coolers. As for the eBay package, let's take a look. So it's an SSD, not this one, but they did write it here. Most people just send them in ESD bags, so it's pretty nice to see it in some actual packaging. I think it's about time for this build to begin. I don't have a CPU yet, but that should be coming soon, and I can just put it in at the end. Here we have a 3080, 32GB of RAM, some white cable extensions, a 750W power supply, 512GB SSD, a B650M, and a pretty nice case. Pause the montage. What the hell is that screw type? I quickly found a screw bit for it, so let's continue. That is one big GPU, and it's looking kinda saggy, but don't worry, I got me one of these. 3D printed of course. The fan's there, so I should be able to just put it here. I don't want to over sag and make it push up too much, but that is looking fine. So I just received quite a few packages, but I'm going to speed through them so we can get this PC built. This is a 2600X. There it is. All the pins look fine, and this is going to be used for my pretty cheap build. This was a crazy deal at like 25 bucks. Next up, I'll take this eBay one. Yeah, it's a hard drive as I expected. This is going to be for the same build as that CPU, the really cheap one, so let's move it aside. These two are 7500F CPUs, one of which is going in this PC. This one's box really got beat up. Hey, oh, that's not in the clamshell right, but it should be fine. Oh, it's my first touch of an AM5 CPU. They are a lot less heavy than I thought they would be for some reason. Same CPU, and looks pretty much the same. Last but not least, these cable extensions. I realized after building these PCs, I would have not enough PCIe cables for other PCs. But now that we have these CPUs, I think it's time to finish this PC. Okay, so I had to lay the system down because I don't even know if it's possible to install this correctly without doing that. I can stand it back up to install the CPU cooler. I'll install its mounting hardware. That's on there nice and tight, so I can install the cooler. So I lucky forgot to record the part where I installed the cooler, but I'm just gonna skip over this and hopefully you'll see the PC running. The moment is here and the time has come. Let's turn it on. And right now I'm hoping it's just DRAM training. Hey! I'll go ahead and press Y and I'll plug in my Windows install. I'm gonna get into the BIOS real quick to check. Oh god. I was having a little bit of an issue with the BIOS, however, I brought the PC downstairs and I found out the monitor is the issue. See, some of these BIOSes don't like running in 720p natively. I had an issue similar on my own MSI board, so it's not something that's so uncommon. Let's go, the power supply is finally here. So, let's unbox it and install it. So, it's a modular power supply, so here's all its cables, and even a power cable, which is nice. So, I am skipping over some important details here. I'm getting a new 850W power supply for this PC to replace its 750W one, because every time I ran the OCCT stress test, it just decided to restart. I narrowed it down to the PSU, and this one should do just fine. It's an RM850i, and it even has the IQ link like I mentioned, so it's pretty cool. I got my power supply tester, so I'll get all the cables I need and test it out. This is actually my first time using a fully modular power supply. It's needless to say that this PC is basically better than my PC in every way, except mine has an AIO that I got for free. Maybe I'll tell you the story of that eventually. Now that it's all plugged in, I'll get it turned on. Them voltages all look great, so I think we'll put it in the PC. I'll turn it on and we'll see what happens. I think I can close up the side panel now. And I'll run OCCT. Got an OCCT power test running, but I know that there's only one USB header on this board, but my dad came in clutch. It's been almost an hour and the PC is still going. It's about to finish the OCCT stress test, so I can get it listed and ready to sell. A whole lot more has happened since then, but I'll leave it here for today, so let me know your thought here on the Discord, and goodbye.